Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Chevalier, where we are here to help men and women find happy and healthy relationships. And like always, it doesn't matter whether you're black, white, Asian, Hispanic, Puerto Rican, South American, or even the penguins in Antarctica. Because at the end of the day, most people want happy and healthy relationships, whether they want to admit to it or not. I got a couple of people asking me, missing the anime in the background, the nice music. But unfortunately, for whatever reason, I keep getting hit with copyright strikes. So to me, I even paid a service that allowed me to use royalty-free music, and I still get copyright strike. So because I don't want to lose the channel, I didn't think it made sense to keep trying to buck the system and then put myself in a situation where I'm not able to give you guys this great content. So for the guys who sending me messages, sending me DMs and wondering, why the change, that is the reason behind the change. But it doesn't change the fact that we talk about real serious things that men need to talk about. And the number one thing I want to talk about this week is do not spend money on a woman you're dating. Now, when I say do not spend money, I mean putting it in her pockets. Because often I talk to a lot of guys that say, hey, I was talking to a nice young lady, and then all of a sudden, her car broke down and she needed $300 to help me get her car fixed. 9 times out of 10, these things are a scam. And this is why I touched on the catfishing situation last week, because sadly and unfortunately, too often, guys are spending their hard-earned money on a woman who's just taking advantage of them. And usually you're getting taken advantage of to the point where she's asking for money every time you turn around, every time, every other, day something's happening. She's asking you, hey, can you send me $20 for lunch? It may not seem like a lot, but it's the principle. Because at the end of the day, the purpose of dating someone is just to get to know them romantically. That's it. You're checking to see if this person is good enough for you to be in a relationship with. It's your opportunity to see if this person fits what you're looking for romantically, to see if you want to be with them. It's basically your time to say, hey, this is someone who fits what I'm looking for, or this is someone who doesn't fit what I'm looking for, and we're not going to be a good fit for each other. And in the same sense of things, you meet women who get offended if a guy asks for the opportunity to be romantically involved with them. Why? Because it's seen as you trying to take advantage of them. You trying to get them vulnerable. You trying to take something from them that they don't feel you are deserving of yet. And I tell guys, you need to feel the same way about your money. Stop freely giving your money to someone you're not in a relationship with. Because 9 times out of 10, they are trying to scam you. They are trying to take advantage of you. They're trying to hurt you. In a lot of cases, they're trying to wipe you out. Because I've heard situations. I've sat down and spoken with guys who've sent women $500, $1,000. And in a very rare case, I spoke to 2 guys who've shown me the receipts, the bank statements, where they sent women $20-something thousand to get a visa to America, and then as soon as they sent the money, phone number was disconnected. And so often we think that using our money is a great tool of helping these women get on their feet. We think we're putting ourselves in a situation where it's like, well, I can help her, and this is my way of showing her that I'm serious. And in our minds, we think we're doing a good thing because we want to prove ourselves to these women we're interested in. It's a man's purpose. It's a man's value to want to be an asset to a woman. And we often think that we're doing right by ourselves by helping this woman, because if I don't help her, I can't show her that I would be of value to her, that I can be an asset to her. And don't forget, ever, that having money is the number one asset for a man in a relationship. But as I tell many modern women, it's not the only asset of a man in a relationship. So when I meet guys and they say, Sebastian, what should I do? Because this young lady I've been talking to is asking me to send her money because she's about to get evicted. And my answer often and always, and what I'm telling you, young man, is to let her get evicted. I'll talk to this girl, she's gonna get a phone bill cut off. If I don't, well, let a phone bill get cut off. Because anyone over the age of 21, as long as they're legally competent and sane, they have all the opportunities in the world to settle their situations. And if she chose to be with men who were not in a position to benefit her, and she has nothing, that's her loss. Too often as men, and this is the third point that I didn't get a chance to make, too often as men, we want to come save a woman from another dude's failures. I'm saying basically he got to spend time with her for doing nothing, and he did. And now, because she's in a bad situation, she wants you to come help her. She wants you to bail her out. She wants you to put her in a better situation because she messed up. And almost less than likely, you are the guy who she wants to pay for those mistakes. So you up in here, working extra shifts. I know guys who work the weekends, trying to pay off the benefits of a woman who basically has nothing because she gave everything she had to a guy who had nothing to give in the first place. So a lot of guys end up taking a lot of effort trying to help a woman out who just wants to take advantage of you. And this is where terms like beta males and simps come from. Because a woman put herself in a bad situation and now she's making you feel like you need to be the one to help her out of it. And you're not. You are there to maybe give some advice. You are there to date her. You are there to show her why she should be in a relationship with you. And if she decides to be in a relationship with you, then you are on another level where, stepping in, depending on the circumstances, might make sense. And we'll talk about that down the line. But as far as giving her money for lunch and helping her out, and she's going through this financial situation, her car broke down, she can't pay her bills, she don't have any food in the refrigerator. Stop doing these things, men. Stop spending money on women you're not in a relationship with. Because the value of a relationship is an equal commitment to each other. I'm giving something to you, you are giving something to me, and together we're taking care of each other. And often a lot of guys are put in these situations where it's you do something for me, I'll do something for you. It's tit for tat. It's I'm not going to see you unless you pay my phone bill. I'm not going to come kick it with you unless you get my hair done. I'm not going to call you unless you're sending me money. And when you're talking to some modern women who act this way, you need to block and delete them. Because there are too many women out here in the world for guys like you to be subjected to women who make you feel like if you're not giving them something, then you are worth nothing. Black man, Asian man, white man, Hispanic man, Puerto Rican man, Middle Eastern man, Australian man. Please heed what I'm telling you. Do not give, send, or help a woman who's asking you for money that you're not in a relationship with. Because unfortunately, these things are not spoken of enough, and too many guys end up having this resentment, this hatred, this unnurturing feeling for women because they've been taken advantage of. And what I'm saying is, don't be proactive, I'm saying that backwards. Don't be reactive, be proactive. See, reactive is, I've already given my money, now I'm trying to bounce back. Don't put yourself in that position. Be proactive. Just say no. Just say no. Woman asks you for money? Say no. I don't care what it is. Say no. Tell her you can't help her. If you need a woman, well, that's a video down the line. I think I've already discussed that the last 2-3 years. But do not give money to a woman that you're not in a relationship with. The next video, I've spent 2 years talking about how to get these women. I've spent 2 years talking about how to build these relationships. I've spent 2 years telling you guys where and how to meet these women, and I will continue to do so. But the number one thing I want you to do is to stop putting yourself in a position where you feel so lonely that the only way you can get a woman is if you send, give, and help her with something that's not going to benefit you. I've already discussed what we need to do, where we need to go. And next week, I'm going to a nice location where I'm going to help my brothers figure out where they need to be if they want to be loved and appreciated and they can't find a woman. That's next week. But this week, save your money. Thanksgiving is coming up. Christmas is soon. Nobody want to be alone. And I'm going to show you where you need to be if dating isn't working out and you're sick and tired of being alone. So guys, tune in next week. Keep your money in your pockets. Just say no. Till next time, peace. We are gone. Trying to get this thing to work right. Technology